guys, welcome to Crafty Coffee. Bring your coffee and let's chat for a while. So it's actually coffee in this, but it's starting to get cold because I'm trying to do this. And I have Copics on the floor. Yeah, anyhow, welcome to my Crafty Coffee. If you are a new viewer, this is videos where I talk with you and try to connect a little bit more with the community. There was something I started in 2017. 2017 was a very lousy year for me, so I only made 2 episodes. But I'm hoping to be able to do at least every other month, but hopefully every month, a little bit of a Crafty Coffee. This is where I kind of update you on what is going on with the channel, what is going on with me, and also where I will be answering your questions in a Q&A. So we're gonna start off talking a little bit about me, because that kind of will segue into the channel later on. So 2017 was not the best year for me. It was good in a lot of ways, but it was bad in a lot of others. So in the beginning of 2017, I stepped off some medications. For you, again, who you are new, I suffer from chronic illnesses like lupus, APS, also have chronic migraines. So I do have a lot of issues that is bothering my body. And I stepped off some medication in the beginning of the year, and that helped so much. I got back so much energy, I got back so much oomph, and I worked full-time on my regular job. Life was going great, and then my migraines hit, but I got to start trying out Botox treatments for my migraines that actually do work when I'm not having other issues. But yeah, so the year started great, and in August I switched jobs. I found a job that I really liked, and felt that it was time for me to move on and go to that. Well, go through all the year, all in the end to December, and yeah, life isn't that great anymore. It doesn't. Or more, I have evaluated my life, and I'm really happy in where I am, but it took some turns. One thing was that my migraines came back pretty bad. I have something called hemiplegic migraines. Basically, it sits back here, and what it does, it is affects my speaking. It affects my body in the way that I lose the feeling in my feet and hands and nose and lips. And also it gives me those zigzag lines in the eyes and all of those. I get, but I don't get nauseous. One win. I do get really bad headaches though. But it got worse. I needed to step off some hormones. I went into menopause when I was 30. I stepped off the hormones, and the migraine got really bad. So I really need the hormones to kind of stabilize my hormones to stabilize the migraine. But I can't do that until I've taken some tests. So I've been off my hormones almost 3 months now. And the tests can't be taken until exactly 3 months. To be able to see how my body is coping without them, and what we can do about it. But anyhow, there's a lot of things going on health-wise, and a little bit rough. But on top of that, in December, in the mid-December, almost at Christmas, my boss came to me and said that the company sadly can't keep me anymore. This is of no, I can't do anything about it, they can't do anything about it, I can't stay, and I need to find another job. Which wasn't the best Christmas present. Yeah, it wasn't the best Christmas present, but I'm out there, I'm looking for new jobs. It's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. I wish I could do this as a profession, but yeah, I don't earn enough money on this. I earn hardly any money on this. And we're going to talk a little bit about it in the Q&A at the end. But anyhow, that is basically where I am today. I'm looking for jobs. My day-to-day job is a software developer. I've been doing it for 9 years. I've done a lot of different things, but doing web pages is basically what I do. Both kind of the thing you look at, but also the data that travels in it. For a unknown person, I work mid to front end, and I am a full stack developer. Big words just means that I have all my hands in everything. But I'm looking for jobs, and it's gonna be okay. It's I'm not worried about it anymore. But it transferred, it made things change in me. So other things that happened during the year was that I decided to take up my dyeing. I dye fabrics for my own hand-dyed company. So I started with that and found out when I upped the production and I started dyeing more fabric, my body couldn't handle it. So after many months of just not doing anything, I decided here in December that I'm going to dye up the fabric that I have, and then I'm closing the store. Or I'm not closing the store really, I'm just not going to dye more fabric. I still sell needles there. Embroidery needles, that is. Well, so it's been a very tumultuous year, but in the conclusion of 2017 is that I want to do more cards, I want to do more card making, and it's a therapy that I somehow lost when I went to my new job. I went like head on in working all the time, and when I didn't work I was doing everything else than card making, and it kind of hurt my my mental health a little bit. Card making is a very big part of me, and it's a very big therapy for me. So that is also kind of the conclusion of 2017, is that I will want to really come back to all of the card making and making tutorials and doing what I love and sharing that with you. So hopefully I will be doing that. And that segues nicely into what I'm doing with my channel. So my channel has been, for the past year, 2 years, very singularly concentrated on coloring a stamp and making a card. That is what I've been doing. And don't worry, I will be continuing that, but I want to broaden my channel, kind of stretch it out a little bit to give you more. I want to give you more tutorials. I want to give you more techniques to play with, because I think that is what I really enjoy doing. That was what made me go into card making, was to make fun, strange cards, use all the medias I have and in different techniques, get to the result that I'm after. And I want to kind of teach that to you. So I've already started a little bit, that you might have noticed that I have broken out the coloring part. I started last year by making the real-time coloring videos, where I break it out so that you can get a get the whole coloring, and I can do a little bit of a voiceover, mixing a lot of different techniques and ideas together with just me babbling, like I'm doing here. But the latest couple of videos, I actually have broken out just small teeny tiny bits of the coloring and just added that for 1 or 2 minutes into the video, talking a little bit about the specific technique of coloring I did there, the specific thing I colored there. and then letting you go on to the coloring video if you want more information, and then concentrating on making the card, on making a card that it can be clean and simple and just straightforward, or going into a complex technique, or being clean and simple with a complex technique, or doing a clean and simple technique for a complex card. Kind of trying to mix and match and doing a card that I want to share with you. But I want to do more than that, and that is what's gonna come up, and that is also where I'm gonna actually be needing you too to help me to figure things out. So I want to make, on one hand, a basic series, a very, very basic series. It's not only gonna be the basics of Copics that will be there, but it's gonna be the basics on how do you do a card base, what supplies do you need for that, and also I'm going to do that video about dies and what die companies I love and what die machine I use, because I promised a girl that like a year and a half ago, and I still haven't done it. I'm really, really sorry, and I have all the anxiety about it, and I really want to make it. So yeah, so I'm gonna do a series of those videos. I am a design team member with 2 different companies right now, and that is Make It Crafty, which does these beautiful ladies that I love to color. She also do these awesome chipboard pieces that I add to my cards. They are awesome, and she's coming out with new ones like monthly or something for the 2008. So you really should be checking her, the makeitcrafty.com out, because it's wonder supplies is awesome. And yeah, so I'm working with her, and then I also working with Create Smile Stamps. Right now I'm working in the video design team, so I'm doing 1 video a month, but you will be seeing much more videos coming out from me with her. Both the beautiful stylish stamps, but also the cute and cuddly ones that I just completely love. Especially the monsters. The monsters are awesome. So yeah, that is kind of the idea so far, and I need your tips, I need your ideas, I need, what do you want to see more of? I will add it as long as it fits in what I'm trying to do with this channel, and I'm hoping that that will be okay, and hopefully we can build something together that is awesome. So yeah, that's the channel. Now to the Q&A. So for the Q&A, I went through my last video, which was 9 months ago. I'm gonna be a better video creator, and I'm gonna remember to do these things. I actually got a stand for my camera specifically for this, because I do have a stand on my table, but it is complex to change that. It takes time to get it to stand on a floor, so I got a very affordable one to just put on the floor so that I can talk to you. So hopefully that will help me to actually do these videos. But we're gonna start with the questions. I'm just gonna take them in like no particular order, and I'm not going to say this is from you and this is from you, because many of the questions are from multiple persons, and many of these questions have come up throughout the year on other videos and such, and I thought I kind of just send them into this video right now. So to start off with, questions I get very often has to do with my Copic coloring, and has to do with what papers do I use, what is my favorite Copic combinations, and I thought I'd go through them again and my usual answers. So the papers that I use for Copic coloring is first and foremost Make It Colorful, which I buy from Market Geek. I will always have the links in the description to all of the supplies that I'm using, so you can always use those links to get to the stores where you can buy these supplies. And the Copic coloring paper are usually the Make It Colorful. I do have other ones, and I'm going to do kind of a comparison, but I just want to warn you, making a paper comparison is not always because I'm using a very specific technique that I have developed because I'm working with a Make It Colorful paper. It doesn't always translate to the other papers. However, the other papers isn't bad because of that. It's just that you will need another technique to work with them. But I will try to make a video to show you how I use them and everything, the different papers. So that is also maybe a video coming up. But Make It Crafty is my go-to Copic. If I want to do pencil work with my Copics, I use Nina, either the white one or the Desert Storm, which is the kind of lighter craft one. And then I would use my Copics to kind of do an underpainting and then just enhance all the details with my color pencils. If I would do only color pencil work, I actually prefer the My Favorite Things cardstock, because all of their cardstock have the same kind of texture. So you can have any kind of color as the base behind your image and then just build. And with the color pencils, if you build enough layers, you won't see the paper beneath, but you have it around it, and I really like that. But yeah, that was papers. Pencils. I don't have really favorite color combinations. For skin, I do use the E50, E00, E11, E21, E11 and E04. That is my usual skin color because it matches my own. But as you have seen and will be seeing throughout at least this month, I'm going to try to dive in and having different colors, skin colors, and play around finding more skin colors. And if you have a skin color that you really want to see, write in the comments, email me, anything, and I'll try to see what I can do coming up these months. But yeah, also my favorite colors always kind of change, but my absolute favorites are still the E40s. And now I have refills for all of them, so now you're gonna see them even more. Sorry about that. But yeah, there was one. Then I had a private one. It was about that I travel a lot to the US, but if I'm planning to go to Canada someday, and I'd really love to go to Canada, it would be really, really awesome. I even applied for a job in Canada, in Vancouver. I never did get the job though, but I really would like to see Canada. I'm a total fan of all of these like Alaskan wilderness series, and I also love the Ice Road Truckers. Yeah, I'm insane. I insanely love these kind of shows because I love the nature. So I would really, really love to go up there someday. I have a friend in Edmonton, and I am going to one day plan a trip to go visit her. So that would be super awesome. Then we are going to talk a little bit about affiliates, because that was a question, how do you become an affiliate? And I wanted to go into this a little bit from the perspective of if you start having affiliates, that is basically going to, I want to be a professional crafter. So I wanted to have, I'm going to do a small one here, and I'm hopefully be able to do a little bigger one after a while. Now, to say that, I am not a professional crafter in any shape and form, and I'm hoping to be one day, but I have a lot of work going forward if I'm going to be able to do that. But let's talk a little bit about affiliates and what you need to know about it. So from an outer point view, from one of you as a viewer, affiliates links is something that I use most of the time. I am affiliated with 3 different companies right now, one being Amazon, another one being Simon Says Stamp, and a third one being My Favorite Things. all of these companies have different kinds of way of being affiliates. It can be a different percentage you get from the buy. Some companies count together the whole sale, others work in other ways. Some give you a certain amount of money if they buy the specific product, and then have a lesser amount if they just go into the store and then buy other things. Stuff like that. For you as a customer, the only difference is that you click on my link instead of going to the store and searching for the product. That's the only difference. This doesn't cost you as the buyer anything. This is a straight up PR contract between me and the company that I'm affiliated with. So yeah, that's the start. Also, I have started to add more information to my blog so that I'm more transparent about these things. I always try to be transparent, but now I write it down even more, that where I use affiliate links, I do get that kickback. I will also try to mark down which products that has been given to me by companies, because these are things that actually is very important, both for the transparency between us, but also for legality. Legally, you have to inform those things. Can be good to know that many bloggers don't, and they are going against legal. They're basically illegal when they do that. But yeah. So if you are going for affiliations, remember that you have to be transparent about your links being affiliate links and where you get them. And if you get free stuff from companies, you also have to be very transparent about that. But yeah, being an affiliate means that you have signed a contract with a company that you are able to add a little thing to your links that you link to them for the supplies. And if the customer buys through your link, that means put things in the checkout and pays. If you go through my link and put stuff into your checkout box, and then you go to another blogger that also have affiliate links and you put stuff in the same shopping box, it's the last blogger that you went from that is getting the whole pot. It's only one affiliate per checkout that actually gets any money. So what is happening, you sign up. The way I found out about this was I actually Googled it, and I found Simon Says Stamp was the first one. Then I added Amazon, and very recently I got MFT also. All of these companies, you have to apply to be an affiliate. And applying to be an affiliate means that you have to kind of tick some marks for the company. And some of those marks actually are how many views you get on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. Either it be on your blog or on your channel or on both. Also, many affiliate companies really want you to have your own URL. By having just a Blogspot address or a WordPress address, that might actually get you turned down because the company don't always see it as super professional. However, if you do have a very high following, that means you have a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, etc. They can usually see past those things. But before I went into affiliations, I actually got my own domain, craftybitcreations.com, so that it would be easier for me to actually get to become affiliated. So those are kind of how you do it. Simon Says Stamp goes through share sale. MFT also does that. The reason why they have kind of lines of where they draw the line of which people can be affiliated is because this is a PR tool. So not only PR tool, they cost money. The share sale platform costs them money. Every payout they do costs them money, not only to you, but also through the applications that they use and everything. So they have to make sure that they are paying the right people. The people that they want to help and the people that can help them, because it's a PR tool. So that's one thing. The other thing is that they will look at your site and see that it looks the way that they prefer it to look. It has to work together with their brand. If you're looking to be, for example, if you're looking to be affiliated with a Christian stamp company and you have pinups on your website, that might not work. It depends on company to company, but it might not work and you might not get affiliated because of that. So you have to think about it like that. It's basically you are doing ads for a company, which means that you have to be the very best you. But yeah, a little note more: you don't earn that much money on affiliations. It can be very. This is a thing I want to touch on now, but I'm going to go into further down the line. I'm gonna make a video about this, but. You look at my numbers, like you have like 9,000 subscribers and you have like so many people watching your videos, and I'm not allowed to really discuss the exact numbers, but I can tell you so much that YouTube have a limit. Both YouTube and Share Sale and Amazon have a limit to when they pay out your money. So basically YouTube, I think it's $100. I think Share Sale have $60. I think Amazon also have $100. So you have to have earned that much money to be able to actually get a payout. And from the ad revenue that you get. I've hit that twice for Share Sale since I started, which is I think 2 or 3 years. So I haven't earned more than $120 on affiliate links at all. I never been paid out by Amazon. YouTube, I do earn a little bit more money, but I get a payout maybe every 4th or every 5th month. So I don't earn that much money on my affiliate links. However, they do help me to pay for my domain name. They do help me pay for the tool that I have in my blog posts and for the link list that I have on YouTube. They all used a tool called Linkdeli to help to show you the products in a good way without having to do hours and hours of work every time I post a video. It also helps me pay for my hosting, because I now have a self-hosted WordPress account, because I can get more stuff. I can get more information and stuff through that, and therefore I go hosted, self-hosted. And that's basically what it does. All the supplies I use today, I pay out of my own pocket, except for a certain amount of stamps I get from Creative Smiles for making the videos, and a certain amount of stamps and chippies that I get from Make It Crafty. However, I still buy a lot of chippies from Make It Crafty, and I do buy stamps from Creative Smile to use in my videos. So most of it comes out of my own pocket, but I love this hobby and I love working with it. So yeah. That I think was all for today. I want to thank you so much for watching. I want to thank you so much for subscribing and viewing my videos. It means a lot to me and it helps me a little bit along the way. And I'm hoping that you will join me and continue with this. If you have any questions, just comment down below, email me or contact me in any way on any social media. But yeah, thank you again for watching. If you like videos like this, please thumbs it up. It means a lot lot to me, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you later. Bye!